In this lesson, you're going to learn 20 essential words related to the topic of education, including words like pedagogy, literacy, and engagement. And these are the kinds of words that, if you use them correctly, will help make your writing and your speaking more precise in the IELTS writing and IELTS speaking tests, and knowing them will also help you understand text in the IELTS reading and IELTS listening tests. To help you learn all of these words, I've also created some practice activities. They're completely free. The link to these activities is in the description below the video. So there's a list of the words. There's an exercise here where you match the words and the definitions. I've also included a reading text with all 20 words. That comes with an exercise as well. If you make a mistake, just click on retry, and the activities will check your work as you do them. There's also lots of information about word families, plus another exercise and a listening exercise at the bottom. You can click the audio here, and there's an exercise, and you can also see the transcript if you need that little bit of extra help. So check the description for the link to those free practice activities. And here's another challenge for you. In the comments below the video, write a sentence that uses one of the words, and I'll take a look at it. If you want to watch more videos like this, remember to subscribe to my channel. Also hit the like button and the notification bell, and you'll get more videos like this. So let's start mastering these 20 must-know education words. And the first of them is pedagogy. Pedagogy. First of all, I'm going to give you a definition of the word pedagogy, and it is the method and practice of teaching. So that's what pedagogy means, the method and the practice of teaching. Here are some example sentences to show you how to use this word. Good pedagogy helps students learn better. So good methods, good practices. Teachers often study pedagogy in their training. I remember this from years ago when I was training to be a teacher. I would study pedagogy. Different schools may use different types of pedagogy. For example, there's a school in the United Kingdom called the Montessori schools. I think they're all over the world, and they use a different type of pedagogy to mainstream schools. The next word is curriculum. Curriculum. A curriculum is the subjects and the lessons taught in a school or in a course. For example, our school curriculum includes science, maths, and history. So these are all the subjects taught in the school. The new curriculum will start next year. So schools often change curriculums or curricula, the plural of curriculum. Technically is curricula. It's a Latin word. So schools often change their curricula or countries. Teachers work hard to plan the curriculum for their classes. A word that is similar in meaning to curriculum is syllabus. We often use the word syllabus when we're talking about individual classes. Curriculum tends to be a wider area of teaching, but we can still use the words interchangeably. And the next word, assessment. Assessment. An assessment is the process of judging or testing someone's knowledge or skills. For example, the teacher gave us an assessment at the end of the term. Regular assessments help track student progress. The final assessment was a written exam. And the next word is literacy. Literacy. Literacy is the ability to read and write, to do with reading and writing. For example, literacy is an important skill for everyone. The school has programs to improve literacy. Reading books helps improve literacy skills. So reading books helps you improve your ability to read and also to write. The next word, numeracy. Numeracy. This is related to literacy, often used together. Numeracy is the ability to understand and work with numbers. So whereas literacy is more to do with reading and writing, numeracy is to do with numbers, to do with mathematics. Numeracy is essential for everyday life. She improved her numeracy by practicing maths every day. Or math. This is the American spelling. The American English spelling is math. British English is maths. The test included questions to check numeracy skills. And the next word, cognitive. Cognitive. Quite tricky to say this word because of the G and the N together. Cognitive. 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 Cognitive means anything related to thinking, learning, and understanding. It's to do with the brain. Cognitive skills help us solve problems because we have to think to solve the problem. Young children develop their cognitive abilities quickly. The game is designed to improve cognitive skills. So you can see the collocations here: cognitive skills, cognitive abilities. Methodology. Methodology. Ology on the end. Methodology. Methodology is a system of methods used in a particular area of study or a particular area of activity. For example, the researcher explained her methodology for the study. So the researcher explained her system of methods used in the study. Different subjects may use different methodologies. We learned about research methodology in class. The next word is analyse. Analyse. This is the British English spelling, which has S-E on the end. American English spells it Z-E on the end. And it's a verb which means to examine something carefully in order to understand it better. Here's some example sentences. We need to analyse the data before making a decision. So we need to examine the data carefully. The teacher asked us to analyse the poem. He spent hours analysing the problem. The next word, evaluate. Evaluate. This has a similar meaning to analyse and also assess, and it means to judge the value or the importance or the quality of something. And it's often used in an education context. We need to evaluate the results of the test. The teacher will evaluate our projects tomorrow. So very similar in meaning to assess. You can assess your projects, but assess tends to suggest you're going to give a score, whereas when you evaluate something, it's not just a score. You're looking at the value or the importance or the quality of something like a project. She evaluated the product before buying it. So examined the product, maybe looked at the quality of the product. Interpret. Interpret means to explain the meaning of something. For example, can you interpret this chart for me? Can you explain the meaning of the chart? In IELTS writing task 1, you often have to interpret charts. You need to explain the chart. The teacher helped us interpret the story, helped us explain the story. Different people may interpret the same event differently. The next word, synthesise. Synthesise. Quite a tricky word to pronounce. Synthesise. This means to combine different ideas or information to create something new. So you're pulling different ideas, pulling different information together into one place. The essay asks us to synthesize ideas from two articles. Synthesize ideas. So combine the ideas together. He synthesized the data into a clear report. The students learned how to synthesize information from various sources. Synthesize. The next word is actually a phrase. Critical thinking. Critical thinking. Critical thinking is careful and clear thinking to make good decisions. For example, critical thinking helps us solve complex problems. The class teaches critical thinking skills. She used critical thinking to solve the problem. Retention. Retention. This is the ability to remember information, usually over a long period of time, often months or even years. Regular practice helps with retention of new words. So helps with the ability to remember information, to remember new words. The students showed good retention of the lesson. Retention of facts is important for exams. The next word is application. Application. This is the act of using knowledge in a practical way. This is just one of the meanings of the word application. If you go to the practice exercises, you will see an explanation of the other uses of the word application. But in this context, it's the act of using knowledge in a practical way. This course focuses on the application of new skills. So you can teach theory, but you often need to teach how to apply skills. So the application of skills. We learn the application of maths in real life, how to apply maths in a practical, real life way. The application of theory to practice is important. And the next word is innovation. Innovation. This is a new idea or method. The school encourages innovation in teaching, a new method of teaching, innovation. His innovation changed the way we do science. His new ideas, his new methods changed the way we do science. The project was praised for its innovation. Came up with a new idea, often a new thing, a new object, new product. Collaboration. Collaboration. You stress lab. Collaboration. This is working together to achieve a goal. People working together. Collaboration is key to team success. The group project requires collaboration. They achieved more through collaboration than working alone. The next word is engagement. Engagement. To pronounce that, you have gauge in the middle. Engagement. This is the level of interest or involvement in something. And in education, we need students who are engaged, who are involved or interested. The teacher worked hard to increase student engagement, to increase student level of interest. That's why I made these practice exercises, which you can click on underneath the video in the description to keep you engaged. Her engagement with the lesson made her a top student. Games can help improve engagement in learning, make students more interested. Motivation. Motivation. This is the desire or reason to do something. The teacher gave us the motivation to study harder. Losing a competition didn't stop her motivation. Rewards can improve motivation in children, can improve the reason children do something. Facilitator. Facilitator. So the C is pronounced like an S in this word. Facilitator. A facilitator is a person who helps make a process easier. For example, the teacher acted as a facilitator during the discussion. So the teacher made the discussion easier to do, maybe by asking questions. The facilitator guided the team to complete the task. A good facilitator makes group work easier. Outcome. Outcome. And this is the result or effect of an action or a process. And we often use this in education to talk about lessons. What's the lesson outcome or the outcome of the test? The outcome of the test was very positive. We worked hard to achieve a good outcome. The lesson outcomes were rather ambitious. So in education, lesson outcomes is a very common collocation, the result of the lesson. So that's all of the 20 words. Now, do the practice activities. Remember, there's the list of the words in the practice activities, and then lots of different exercises that you can do on your computer or on your phone. Here is the address for the practice activities, but remember, the link to those activities is in the description below the video. So I hope you enjoyed that. Here are the 20 words again: pedagogy, curriculum, assessment, literacy, numeracy, cognitive, methodology, analyse, evaluate, interpret, synthesise, critical thinking, retention, application, innovation, collaboration, engagement, motivation, facilitator, and outcome. So thank you very much for watching.